Welcome back to Portrait of an Addiction. Today we are looking at a video review of the new Best Of assortment that came out just here in the last week. So today's pack that we're looking at is Spider-Man and Green Goblin. Now this assortment is made more for new collectors as opposed to us seasoned veterans, but they still appeal to some of us veterans, some of us completists. Personally, from what I've seen, just checking them out before opening them, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. So we've got a nice purple packaging. We've got the avatars down here after interviewing Barry from DST. I've known that they are now called avatars on the packaging. And then we have Spider-Man on the side. Spider-Man's art, you see a little bit of the web in his underarm webbing in the art there. I'd be curious to see if that is translated through. The Green Goblin, now the back of the packaging, you see the entire assortment. Write-ups for Spider-Man and one for Green Goblin. Also up here in the corner it says Best Of 1. So I'm curious to see if Diamond is going to do some more Best Of waves like this, make this a regular habit. Personally, I think it's probably a good idea. Now, let's open that up here. Get the packaging out of the way. We have our standard Marvel poster. One side we've got the Marvel vs. Capcom second assortment, which is heading to stores this week coming up here. We also have the Series 43, the Jean DeWolf saga, Death of Jean DeWolf. Another one that's coming up here pretty quick to release. I'm very excited for that one. Now we have our standard plastic tray assortment. You can see all kinds of goodies included with this series. Pop off our cover there. Check it all out here. So we'll start with Spider-Man, of course. And you can see he comes with a clear plastic stand. I brought along one of my other ones just in case, but it's nice to know that there's one in there already. He also has his traditional web line that we've seen pretty much from the start, and then there was a span where they didn't release him, but I'm glad to see that they have gone back to putting that in there with him. So we'll put Spidey here on the stand, and you can see our classic red and blue costume. Their standard fare. The usual no tampo on the inside of the arm for the web. A bit disappointing, but you know, with the explanation of the cost factor, a little more understanding. Same with the belt. Tampo doesn't go all the way around. I guess the part that irks me about the tampoing is on the legs. I get down to the boot part here. You have the tampo on the front, you have the tampo on the side. You don't have the tampo on the inside or on the back. That part just kind of, it's a minor bug, and it's not going to make me, run screaming that it's a horrible product or anything. So there's Spidey there in his classic blue and reds. And yes, as the avatar art did indicate, he does have the webbing for the under the arm webbing. Back in the classic days, I haven't read too much new Spider-Man to see how if they still carry it on, but lots of artists use that webbing in there, and it's actually sculpted right to the arm as opposed to being a separate piece. Some people had wondered if it was a separate piece and they could move it to other characters like the Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. She also has been depicted with that, but no such luck there. Now the one thing that I really like about this piece is in the package we have Peter Parker head. Now the thing I like about that is, as opposed to giving us a big slip over piece with the head piece underneath and then just the extra hair, this keeps the nice slim look to Spider-Man, because I found the slip over piece for Spider-Man, the slip over mask piece, just really made for a big head. So there's Spidey unmasked. You can see the hair kind of fringes off the front a little bit there. First I thought that was going to take away from it, but I kind of enjoyed it. It's a fun hairpiece, that's for sure. And it's a great look, you know. You get the classic Peter Parker face underneath there. Alright, now onto his packmate, the villainous Green Goblin. And you can see here, get him out of the package, we've got Norman in the green and purple. Nice flared cuff gloves, but that's the new style with the separate handpiece so that you can easily put on his pumpkin bomb hand. Let's see how easy we go there. Hand off, pumpkin bomb hand on. So it mismatching the look stays quite nicely just like that. And you can see there's kind of a metallic-y finish to the pumpkin bomb there. A nice little touch there. Details, great crazy expression. One thing Green Goblin was always known for is being a little a little off-kilter, shall we say. His bomb bag here looks like a reuse from the 24 line, Kim Bauer's purse. Makes a good bomb bag here for Norman. His hat piece here with the ears seems to be more of a reissue, I think, again, because there's no peg at the top there, but that just might be a production-y thing. Hole in the head there. Still fits nice and snug, looks good. The flared boots, cuff top boots like that, looking good. Gonna have to contact Diamond's customer service. The one foot here seems to be misshapen and the peg hole looks to be a bit smaller, so I can't quite get him to fit onto the peg of his glider, which is kind of a bit of a bother considering it's only a one-pegged thing. But that's a minor detail. Diamond's customer service is pretty good about that kind of stuff. Speaking of the glider, you get, like the Series 41, you get the blast effect there that the glider sits on. Looks like he's taking off. Once I get the proper foot, Norman will be able to stand up there quite nicely. Like I said, just like in your Series 41 Goblin, a little more menacing look on this one, on his glider. Now, just like with Pete, they gave us an unmasked head for Norman here. We'll swap that up. The head pegs are a little bit large. Well, maybe not larger, maybe it's just separate heads like that. They're a little stiff to put on there, but they get on there. You can feel it, you can hear that plastic squeaking, that they're a little bit tight. And there we have Crazy Norman, as I like to call him, unmasked. A great face. I think this face looks very similar to a face that we were supposed to see on a Target exclusive Spider-Man line, on the Norman Osborn in that line. He's got his stylized road hair there. And yeah, just a wild expression on his face. I like it. I have plans for it already. It's good. It's exactly what I wanted in a Goblin's face, for sure. Alright, so first set out the gate of the best of wave is a hit. Like I said, other than I have to contact Diamond about that one foot on Goblin. Otherwise, not a big deal. I easily give this set 5 out of 5. Stay tuned, as the rest of this week we'll be video reviewing the other sets in this assortment. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to leave a comment, and we'll catch you